with any rigidity. You want to try to find fluidity. And then you're going to gently let your head drop back as your heart lifts forward. And just breathe here for a minute. Breathe into your heart. And then slowly come back to neutral. And you can take a small curl forward. Not a big one, but a small one. And then open up again. Heart lifting up. Softening back here. Softening back here. And Edna, you're leaning back. I want to see you sitting straight up. You're trying to use your torso instead of opening up in your thoracic and your shoulder girdle area. And then forward just a little bit. And then come back up to neutral and just let your arms drop. And now you're going to take the ball in your right hand and you're going to keep your left hand on your thigh and just hang your hand with the ball. And then just start squeezing and releasing into the ball. And I want you to keep breathing while you do this. And as you squeeze, just start to notice what other parts of your arm, shoulder, body tighten up to help you in this movement. Sometimes we grip like up in our shoulder when we're using our hands. You might grip in another place. If you find those places, start trying to release them and just leave the grip with your hand. So you're not using every part of your body when you grip. You want to try to release a little bit. You want to find these places where the tension is hidden, the places that you use to help you function that you might be able to let go of. And just keep breathing. And then I want you to hold it for a little bit. That's exactly what you need to do, what Sharon's doing. Hold it, and then just start to loosen up. You can move your neck, move around. And then release. And what you're going to do now is you're going to, as you squeeze, you're going to let your arm go forward. And as you release, you're going to let it go back. But start real small, and you want to get that natural swing. You want to keep your sits bones pressing down into the stool, but you want to start to let your torso move the way your torso wants to move in this movement. So you can let it swing to the side, swing open. And Edna, you're still straight forward. Let that torso move with your arms. You get some natural swing time. And you want to keep looking up, Edna. There you go. And keep opening here in your heart area, pressing your sternum forward. Just get that natural swing. Looking good, Sharon. Keep pressing into those blocks. And then when you're ready, just slow it down. And then you're going to change the ball to the other hand. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to just start squeezing first. Just squeeze and release the ball. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Keep using your breath. And you're using your abs as you to be in your neutral spine. But you don't want to be rigid. And then find those other areas where you get tight when you're squeezing. And see if you can isolate and let go of the tightness other places. And just use your hand. And then do it again and hold it. And start to release. Start to let your neck go. You can roll it from one side to the other. Look up to the ceiling or just twist it one way or the other. And try to release in your shoulders best you can and keep breathing. start that gentle swinging pattern where you squeeze in as it goes forward, you release as it goes back. Whenever you're ready, start slow. And then try to get natural with it. Just let the weight of the arms swing like a pendulum so that you're hardly using any effort at all. You're just letting your body go. And this part goes this way. Yeah, swing, swing. Just let it go. Let the weight, yep, don't even hold it. Just let it go. Just let it go. There you go. Excellent. Moving that torso. Keeping your sternum up, pressing forward, a few more times. And then you can slow it down. And then I'll take your balls from you. And we're just going to do a few side stretches and then we're going to get off the stools. So, pressing your sits bones down, raise your right arm by your side, up by your ear. Sits bones down, find that neutral spine, small curve in your lumbar spine, and then just reach up and over, but not too far over because you really just want to feel length at a diagonal. You really want to feel that nice stretch in your right hip flexor and in your side body. And then we want your shoulder back a little bit. There you go. Reach and breathe. Start feeling some energy coming up through the side body, reaching out, sits bones grounded. And then bring both of your arms to the side, reaching out to the side. And I want you to press forward a little bit more and head. There you go. You got to think about pressing your head back against my hand. Excellent. Then lower your right arm and take a nice stretch with your left arm up by your ear. Sits bones pressing down, and you want to reach up and over. Nice. Keeping your heart open. And breathe. And start to feel that nice energy along your side body. And then bring both hands back out to the side. And lower. And make your way to the mats. And you're going to get on your hands and knees and table. Down here. And I'm going to get in between you guys.
Do you want us facing?
Face me.
Okay.
Face my direction. And I'm going to get in the middle for a minute. And you're going to go down on your elbows and clasp your hands. And you want your sits bones up in the air. Bring your knees in slightly, Edna, right? Yeah, there you go. That might be a little bit too much. You want to, that's just right. Press your sits bones up. Try to open here in your sternum. And this is something, Sharon, that we've worked on with straight arms. And I'm thinking with bent arms, it might be easier. What we're going to do is lower your rib cage or your sternum down. So Edna, if you watch me for a second, see how my shoulder girdle is moving right in between my shoulders, my sternum. And try to do it less with your head and more with this part of your body. You want it to be sliding up and down in between your shoulders. Try to keep everything straight so you're not rounding necessarily. You're lifting up and down. That's it. You're finding it. And Sharon, you are finding it. Now you feel the difference?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
I talked to Rachel about this yesterday.
Excellent. Now, I like seeing the roundedness up in your shoulder when you press up, breathing into this area, and then lower down. And then we're going to add to this, what you're going to do is lower one shoulder down, press back with your hips, press forward with your hips, roll through the middle and come to the other shoulder. Press back with your hips, press forward with your hips, roll through the middle, come down to the other shoulder. Press back and forward. So you want one shoulder at a time. That's good. And then roll through the middle and come to the other shoulder. And if anything hurts in your shoulder, so give into this shoulder. Draw back with it. That's good. Try to give in to one side. There you go. If you feel any pain, let me know.